Thank you so much for coming out in support of Judge Lopez. He is just a phenomenal judge, and he's been a phenomenally good judge, fair. You know, he rules quickly. He gets involved in the discovery process, which those of us who litigate cases know how important
I think that the reason we are having an opposed election on July 31st is because some people believed that Dax was not up to the challenge, that he was not going to be able to put up with his new responsibilities in his new job, keeping our sanity, and gathering all the support that is needed to run a successful campaign. Well, to those people who thought that, or who questioned his commitment, I would say, you did not do your homework. Because for us, this is much more than winning an election. We're here tonight because he truly believes that by serving on the State Court of DeKalb County is the absolute best way he could use his experience to give back to the for Dax is because he treats others the way he would like to be treated.
Myself over the last 2 years to proving that I am the right person for this position. I work extremely hard with a wonderful staff, and I want to introduce Mary Beth Oxley and Nicola Uwe from my office, who've been gracious enough to be here. Absolutely. So some of the things that we've been doing, just to give you an idea of how we've made things a little better. And I can tell you right now, we handle 11,500 criminal cases every year. You divide that by 7. We handle 6,000 to 8,000 new civil cases every single year. We are not, a court that is really sitting around with a whole lot of time. We have large dockets that we have to deal with, and I can tell you right now, today, I have 5 cases that are older than 2010. That's it. I have 20 cases that are 2010, and the rest of my cases are 2011, 2012 on the civil side. On the criminal side, we go through them. We tried, 26, 27 cases last year on the criminal side, including all the civil cases that we tried in my division. And the reason we were able to do that is because I have a hard-working staff that does a fabulous job working on cases. I don't like motions to compel, and I don't allow them. You got to call me first. I'll get on the phone, and you would be surprised how reasonable lawyers get when I get on the phone. I can pretty much iron anything out with a phone call. Those are a couple of things we're doing. We're doing pre-trials. I'm extremely active in my cases. Anybody who's been before me knows I read everything, including depositions. I read every case that's been cited. I read the entire file pretty much. When you walk in, I'm ready to go. And as a consequence of that, I can do motions calendars in half the time because I don't need to hear all the background. I can just get to it. Here are my 5 questions. Answer these questions and I'll rule. We don't rule, once you've been in my court for a hearing, within 3 weeks you've got a ruling in writing. You've got a written ruling that explains what we're thinking and why we ruled the way we did. So we're working very hard for the citizens of DeKalb County to make sure that they're safer, the roads are safer, that we're actually treating the issues that are causing people to go to jail at a substantial savings to the taxpayer. And so now brings us to why we're all here tonight. 8 months ago, I wasn't expecting it, but we drew opposition. And everybody, you know, it's kind of like when you're taking the bar. If you're a lawyer, you're about to take the bar, and you run into a lawyer who's passed the bar. Oh, you'll be fine. It's okay. You'll be great. It's not a problem. And you're like, yeah, but I still think I'm going to go study. You know? And that's kind of what we're doing. Is everyone tells me how well we're going to do, and we're going to be great, and that's fine. But we've got to work hard. And so for the last 8 months, we've been working extremely hard on the campaign trail. You know, I've lived in DeKalb 10 years, but I certainly didn't know every aspect of DeKalb County like I do now. And what I realized is, you know, our opponent, there are folks in my opponent's camp who've tried to turn this into a race that divides us. It's us against them. It's a gender issue, man against woman. It's a race issue, black against Latino. It's, you know, it's a geographic issue, North DeKalb versus South DeKalb. And I don't see it that way. I see us as two individuals who should be judged on the merits. I mean, that's what I do every day. I judge cases on the merits, and that's what I ask the voters to do. I will put my record against anybody's. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I tell you what I do every day. I can tell you what I have done and what I will continue to do if I'm reelected. And I just see this, that I don't see myself as a judge for just parts of DeKalb. But I see myself as a judge for the entire county, north, south, east, west. It doesn't matter what population. I'll go anywhere. I've been to 27 churches, HOAs all over the county, community events. I don't care if it's 1 DeKalb resident or 10 DeKalb residents or 100. I will be there if they want me to be there, and I'll speak pretty much anywhere. You know what? There are people in the audience, and they're DeKalb residents. I'll talk to them. And so that's what we've been doing the last 8 months or so. And I tell you, the reason I see it this way, that I'm the judge for the entire county, is because I was born in Puerto Rico. I was raised in the South. I've sort of been an ultra minority pretty much everywhere I've been. And I think that's really helped me because I feel comfortable pretty much anywhere. There's nowhere I don't feel comfortable. And I belong to organizations like GAW, like GABWA, like the Hispanic Bar Association, like the Atlanta Bar, because I believe that there's enough room at the table for everyone. I believe that all of us can rise up and do well in this country and in this state, not to the exclusion of anyone else. And that's why I support those organizations, and I will continue to support organizations like that because I truly believe that. And nowhere is that borne out better than in where I sit, DeKalb County State Court. We have the most diverse bench in the entire country, hands down. 7 judges, we speak 5 different languages. I dare you to find a court that has that kind of diversity. We actually reflect the community in which we live. We have one of the only 2 Asian judges in the entire state of Georgia. We have the only Hispanic judge. I'll give you one guess who that is. Right? We have a Greek judge, African-American judges. We have 4 men, 3 women. That kind of diversity does not exist anywhere else, and it strengthens us. It enriches us. We can do things that other people can't do because of the diversity that we have in DeKalb County. And I am proud to serve on that bench, and I'll be proud to serve there as long as the voters keep sending me back. And I thank my colleagues for all the hard work they do. It's a strong bench. It's a strong group. It's a wonderful place to work with wonderful people. And let me just tell you, I need your help. We've got 3 more months to go. 3 very tough months ahead of us. We have raised over $115,000, but we're not done. DeKalb County is the 3rd largest county in Georgia, 700,000 residents, over 350,000 registered voters. And to reach every single one of them, it's going to cost a lot of money. So certainly if you're willing to give money, we have a website, daxfordecalb.com. We have information up front. Several people would be happy to take your checks. We'll help write them if you need it.
I'll add an extra 0.
Tony's been very helpful. So we need not only money, but we need, if you live in DeKalb, you have a yard, we'd love to give you a sign. If you'd like to volunteer, we'd love to have your help. If you'd like to just tell 10 of your friends who are not lawyers who to vote for, I'll be glad to take that too. If you're at a church in DeKalb or somewhere near DeKalb, I'll be happy to come. An HOA, community meeting. Again, 1 person, 10 people, I don't care. You tell me where to be and I'll be there. And mind you, on top of all this, I'm still trying a bunch of cases. I tried a case yesterday and this morning. I'm going to try one tomorrow. But I truly believe that I can do all this for the next 3 months because I believe in keeping this position. It's been my I didn't know it was my dream until I had it, but now I couldn't imagine not doing this. And I'm grateful for the support that we've received, the number of people who've come out, as evidenced by this room, by evidenced by the cab bar, the bar and the cab. It's been so just overwhelmingly wonderful. The community support that we receive everywhere I go. People are like, oh, you came to my church, or you've been to my HOA, or I saw you speak at this place, and people remember. So, and it's not as one-dimensional as I think folks in the other camp would have them think. We've been working hard for a very long time. There's a reason we got here, and there's a reason why we're going to keep this position, and it's because of you. So I thank you very much for your time.